Hello? Is anyone out there watching me? Hey, I think I got some life here on YouTube. Hey, so if anyone has ever watched any of my videos in the past, I usually just go on and rant and just a video of me just talking and talking and talking. Um, well, I've decided that instead of having a video of me just talking, that I'm just gonna go live um, a few times from now on instead of making a video and thinking, oh, yeah, is this video gonna be good or not? Oh, oh. And it's just a lot of anxiety, man, involved in creating a video that I'm just going to look back on and wonder if I should post it or not, and then wait like 10 minutes for it to post, and it just takes too long, and I don't want to deal with that. It's like 2 a.m. right now in the morning, but that's okay, I guess, because I've just been having a crazy uh, sleeping schedule that doesn't make any sense because of this coronavirus thing. Yeah. So I guess what I wanted to do with this video was just kind of talk about my past and my origin, almost origin story sort of post. It's a little awkward doing it live, you know, but you know, here we go, I guess. My origin story. Well, it all started back in 2011. And keep in mind that 2011 was before I was born. Okay? So, in 2011, I was diagnosed with bipolar type 1 disorder. And before I was diagnosed, I had no idea what bipolar type 1 disorder is. Not going to get into it. Probably a lot of you know what it is. Even if I did get into it, uh, people would still not no idea what the frick it is. So, anyways, yeah, diagnosed with bipolar type 1 disorder. My mood swings were going left to right. They were going through uh, extreme fluctuations of mood, as well as I was seeing hallucinations. Okay. Back then, I was only seeing maybe 10 hallucinations a day. I mean, to some of you, maybe 10 hallucinations is a lot. And it was back then. But regardless if I was taking medication or not, the hallucinations just got stronger over the years. Okay? Medications that were helping me deal with it, but I was just seeing uh, my hallucinations increased 50 hallucinations a day, increased 100 hallucinations a day. And this would continue for the next maybe uh, 7 or 8 years until one day I was just seeing like thousands and thousands of hallucinations a day, like insane numbers. I was sent to the mental hospital a few times, and yeah, man, thousands every 2 seconds. I know because I counted how many hallucinations I was having. There were a lot. That's just like just so many hallucinations. It's like they're real, man. I no longer saw them as hallucinations anymore. I just saw them as existing, as a real thing, as real as this laptop in front of me, as real as anyone watching this. It's very real, very, very real. I stopped telling my psychiatrist about it because it's just like, how do you explain this, scientifically? You can't, okay? There's no brain scans or whatever, blood work that can explain how many hallucinations I was seeing, okay? They were just popping out everywhere. I'd see thousands of ghosts, you know, ghosts, demons, gods, fairies, anything you can think of, okay? It was there. I saw them right in front of me. It would just pop out. They pop out when I sleep. They pop out when I'm just walking around the house doing nothing, fixing clothes, laundry, whatever. They were just there, you know? You can't share that with people. She's just gonna think you're crazy, man. So you just have to deal with them. And I don't even see them as hallucinations anymore. They're just visions. Okay? But I did continue to see the doctor. I see doctor maybe every 3 months. I don't really share this story with that person. Because first of all, I don't even know how to begin to explain what I see. Okay? Second of all, what's the doctor gonna do? Increase my medication? No. How do you stop thousands and thousands of hallucinations? You don't. You see them as a reality. Okay? They are reality. No drugs. No. I've been clean. No drugs. No alcohol. No weed. Man, how that shit even? How the hell is that even going to create thousands of hallucinations every single day for years? That wouldn't. Okay? There is no drug out there that can recreate things that I see every single day. So that is my origin story, sort of. Because I know what I see is real. I know it's not just a dream. Okay? Just an insane amount of things that goes on every single day without people knowing it. You know? Ugh. I don't think anyone's commenting. Is anyone awake right now? It's 2 in the morning. Ugh. So that's a little bit of creepy story for you, you know. I don't like to talk about it too, you know. I don't like talking about history I had, stuff I've been through. But people have been through similar things, you know. Just glad I got through it and remained sane. I know a lot of people are going through a similar thing. I've read the mental health illness blogs. There's a lot to say about it, but anyways, it's early. Just kind of wanted to go live with this and so sort of tell my story about this. So yeah, it's a real thing, folks. It's incredibly terrible the things that people go through with this mental health kind of things. You can't tell people not to think about it because you can't control what you think about. You can't control the thoughts that come into your mind. Okay? No one can control that. The thoughts will appear in your mind, and there's nothing you can do about it. And where did these thoughts come from? You can, you can, you can try to argue with yourself all day about what you should think about and what you should not. But at the end of the day, you're just gonna think about what you're gonna think about. You cannot control other people's thoughts. Okay? When people do that, it's just manipulation. Think about, Hunter x Hunter, the manipulator. Okay? Manipulator. And then there's the other Nen abilities. But it's not an all powerful power. It's just the power to manipulate things or other people. But you can't control it. It's just leading it into the right direction, which is basically what we do when we try to, you know, when we teach or when we uh, try to lead people in the right direction. And the thing I like to think about a lot is no, I don't remember what exactly it said. Hold on, I can just look it up on my laptop. Uh, the sort of full alchemist uh, sort of thing. I forgot the law. There's a law about it, but when something is created or destroyed, uh, something about being traded, nothing can be created or destroyed, and then sort of, I can look it up. Oh, the law of equivalent exchange. Uh, Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. This is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange. In those days, we really believed that to be the world's one and only truth. Obviously, that's not the one and only truth, but it is a very, very um, true statement. No, in order to gain something must be exchanged, and that's just alchemy. Your medications are created from alchemy. Plants, uh, certain plants in the wild were uh, sort of manufactured extracted, probably boiled up, some kind of lab. That's alchemy. Your medications were created from alchemy. Like anyone watched a Full Metal Alchemist or Edward sort of creates a uh, symbol on the ground and create something through alchemy. That's basic alchemy. We go through that a lot. There's a lot to say about that, a lot of research to do about that. But yeah, it's not. I really like the anime Full Metal Alchemist. Never really finished it though. Anyways, yeah, I guess this video has gone long enough. I've talked about my origin story, talked about alchemy, talked about um, mental health. But even if things are fiction, no, they had to come from somewhere. Things from fiction had to come from somewhere. They were not created from nowhere, right? The idea had to come from somewhere. Now, it's my belief that all fiction is real, and that fiction is just a fancy word for unbelievable things. But even though if they're unbelievable, they're real. Okay? And it's not just a child's fantasy or however old you are or however old you think you are. You know, Earth years aren't the same as in other planets. The law of time that we have here on Earth is not the same in the entire universe. Okay? Universe is billions of years old. The Earth is billions of years old. You can't apply the same laws to everywhere else that you think are what are your laws of time. Sometimes you can't get a degree in astrophysics. Astrophysics. Sometimes you just gotta use your brain. You know. Sometimes you gotta use every inch of knowledge, every cell of knowledge you have ever acquired in your brain to decide on things, to think about how old you really are. Wrinkles on your face aren't going to say that. They aren't going to tell you how old you are. Numbers on a medical book, science book, that's just a book, man. Sometimes I know a lot of you haven't even read the book. I know a lot of you have just attended the lecture, was told by your parents. Common sense, no such thing, man. You gotta think about this kind of thinking, not just from your brain, not just from brains of your friends or family, but every brain. Extraterrestrial, animals, everything. Okay? So that's the end of this stream. I hope that it has been eye opening to you, and I hope I majority of you might wake up to this. But 2 a.m. Okay, almost 2:30. Have a good night, day, morning, whatever time it is.